Further Bus with Zane and Keysey, and you may recognize the last name, but you probably don't recognize the first name. But if you want to touch the Keysey mystique and interact with the Keysey thing, then you have to speak with Zane. Zane, welcome to the program. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about planning to be here for Gathering of the Vibes. I think this is the first time you've been here or had the bus here, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the first time that the bus has been out of the Western time zone this millennium.
So you're do I have it right? You're actually driving coast to coast, or like just doing like a full country kind of tour?
All the above. We came from Oregon. We finally made it east, and now we're gonna bop around over here, having fun.
So what's the plan for after this? Like, are you doing like museums or just like concert circuit, jam band things? What's up?
Again, all the above. We have a sort of a highlight circuit of festivals, and we're going to some parties in between, and then during the day we go and have fun in whatever town that we're in.
Well, tell us a little bit about the history that, you know, people come to the Gathering of the Vibes for the music, for the scene. I have to believe that the bus really adds something more unique to the scene than the scene has ever seen before. Tell us a little bit about the history of this rolling experiment that we're sitting in.
Let's see, they write novels about this. In 1964, Dad and the Merry Pranksters headed out across the country in the first psychedelic bus, and from that they filmed it, and the movie that they tried to create from that, they would have viewing parties, and from those viewing parties eventually everybody came to watch it, and eventually they had music there with bands that became known as the Grateful Dead, and with lights and psychedelic things, which became sort of the model for the psychedelic concert scene in the whole 60s.
From your perspective, you know, you talk about the music, and to some extent you talk about the drugs, but there was so much more going on at that time, from culture to clothes to language to lifestyles. What do you think is one of the biggest things people miss when they think about the 60s, or one of the things that they fail to really grasp about the magic and the mystery that was the 60s?
Well, first you have to look at the 50s. The 50s was really a black and white era in which everybody grew up with this in mind. For instance, a girl, she had to look forward to getting married, marriage, and getting old. There was no other options. It was all fairly black and white. And the 60s sort of blew that all out of the water, and opened up people's mind to different approaches to life, different goals in life, and everything from, you know, recycling to save the environment, to free love and take care of your neighbor, comes from the 60s. Granted, a lot of that fell apart with drugs, but the nutshell and the beauty of the ideals from back then are still alive. Look around you. This is a place that's built on beauty, both of the soul and the mind, and how you interact with each other.
How much of the bus that people can see down here at Seaside Park when they come down to Gathering of the Vibes is pretty much original? Is a lot of, like, I guess I should rephrase that, has a lot of work been done to be able to keep this thing going?
Oh, well, the first question is whether or not this is the original bus.
Ah, okay.
No, there was the first one died, roughly after Woodstock. And they got this one later on, and they've done more in this bus than the original. It's gone more places. It's been across the Atlantic. It's been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and this is the fun bus. The other one is still rusted away, but we've had to do a lot of restoration on this bus. Pranksters don't treat things nicely.
Hence the name. Great. Well, we appreciate you taking some time with us today to talk a little bit about the legacy of the '60s and where do you go from here? Are you a writer? What do you do when you're not touring around on the bus?
When I'm not touring on the bus, I stay at home and take care of the wife and kids and do mail order.
Oh, okay.
So this is a big step for me to get out across the country and let loose of life for a while.
Oh.
And where we go from here is an insanity tour where we're going from festival to festival to festival with an all-night party in between and 500-mile drive each day. There will be no sleep.
Great. Zane Keysey here on the bus at Gathering of the Vibes. Come by, say hello, check out the bus, take a couple pictures.
Get on the bus.
Get on the bus and maybe pick yourself up a tie-dye toilet seat while you're at it, because your guests and you will both love it. Thank you, Zane.
No problem.
Awesome.
Oh, look.